the most realistic online racing sim ever made. This is iRacing. Detailed laser scan tracks, fully dynamic real-world cars, and over 50 series to choose from. 6 online world championships offering over $100,000 in annual prizes. This is the original eSport racing game. This is iRacing.
Well, hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Turn 3 Racing Network as we're here tonight with the Aces Up Simsports series as they bring you the Fall Frenzy series. Aces Up Simsport as they bring you the Fall Frenzy series. I'll spit it out sooner or later. We're going to step away from the national anthem. We'll be back with tonight's A-Maid. Ow.
We take you down onto the track for our opening ceremony.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise. Please remove your hats.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous flight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Heat Race number 1. Let's get straight into our starting lineup for this one. On the inside of row number 1, Bryce Hunstein and Matt Grimm for row 1. Row 2, Ryan Abla, Connor Dudek. Row 3, Tanner Pettit, Ryan Scheidt. Row number 4, Josh Whiteman and Jesse Bandy, and Dustin Sargent in that 9th starting spot. We will have 3 heat races. Top 5 out of each heat race will transfer Here we go. Heat race number 1. We are under green for the first time here at I-55. 4 races. Well, 3 races have 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 races have been done. We are on our 5th race of our 6th race season. Who knew that it would be so hard to talk about the race here tonight? Right off the bat, the 84 has the early lead. Ryan Abla trying to give chase. Matt Grimm, Connor Dudek, all right there. Hunstein in the 84. running that high side. Everyone trying to give him chase. Matt Grimm, Ryan Avila side by side. Avila, one of the few cars down on the bottom lane here early. That's going to cost him contact with him and Connor Dudek. Dudek able to hold on to it. And Connor gathers it back in, but does lose some ground. Top 5 going to transfer in. Tanner Pettit holding on to that final transfer spot. Laps are winding down very quickly here as we go on board with Pettit. Ryan Scheidt already on the pit road. Early exit for him. He did about 3 laps and had to pull in. Final time around though here in heat race number 1. Bryce Honstein in the number 5 comes away with the win. Matt Grimm, Ryan Avila, Connor Dudek, Tanner Pettit transfer in. Jesse Bandy, Josh Whiteman, Dustin Sargent, and Ryan Scheidt into our constellation here tonight. Heat race number 2 getting ready to fire off. Let's go ahead and take a look at our starting lineup for this one. Once again, top 5 drivers will transfer. Michael Cooper on the inside of row number 1 with Aiden Forster, our point leader, to his outside. Row number 2, Ernie Williams Jr. and Kenny Hoffman. Row 3 will be Tanner Miller and Brandon Garman. Row number 4, Chris Sebesky and Kyle Bahi. Kyle, we're going to have to talk about how you spell that name. More importantly, we'll talk about how I have to pronounce it. And Matthew Powell bringing up our final starting spot here tonight. Looks like we're going to have 3 heat races. Like I said, top 5 are going to transfer. Just 2 races remain. Since our point leader is out there, let's go ahead and take a look at our point standings as they come into tonight's race. Aiden Forster, Kenny Hoffman, Ryan Avila, your top 3. Lights are out on our pace truck. That Chevy Silverado heads to the infield. Here we go. Heat race number 2 is underway. Michael Cooper from the bottom to the top, trying to get a good run going, but here comes Aiden Forster down on the bottom. Forster takes over the top spot. That high side looking very, very strong, tight off of turn number 2. But man, did the 12 and the 20 make it work. Ernie Williams in the 91 trying to work that bottom lane, looking for a good run coming up off the corner. Looks like he's going to be able to make it into second place, but does he have something for our race leader Forster on the top of the track? As around goes Cooper, heavy contact. Cooper getting slammed into. No yellows under heat races or consolations. Only time we'll see the yellow flag, if we need it, will be during the A main. So Michael Cooper out. Chris Sebesky does not make it out there here tonight. So he's straight to the consolation along with Michael Cooper. Forster and Williams, though, still trying to track each other down. 2 laps to go here in heat race number 2. Hoffman 3rd, Miller 4th. Rounding out your top 5 is Brandon Garman. Final lap one more time around the 91 and the 20. And it looks like Aiden Forster gonna win heat race number 2. Williams, Hoffman, Miller, Garman transfer in, Powell and Kyle into the consolation along with Cooper and Sabisky. So heat race number 3, gonna fire off here in just a second. Go ahead and take a look at heat race number 3. Ross Carenta on the inside of row number 1. To his outside is Braden Matson. Row 2, Mason Hannigan on the inside, and the outside, that is Trevor Royer. Row number 3, Wyatt Schuart and Conrad Haney would be my guess. Conrad Haney, Taylor Wineland, and Ryan Paget for row number 4. Michael Todd bringing up the tail end of our final heat race here tonight. Let's go on board with Wyatt Schuart for the start of this heat race. Top 5 transfer in Wyatt Schuart. Technically in that 5th spot. We are side by side. Trevor Royer, Mason Hannigan just ahead of Schuart. Pace truck to the inside. Ross holds him up just a second, but the green flag comes out and everyone gets away. Schuart down to the bottom with Mason Hannigan. Hannigan to the race lead, using that bottom lane to his advantage. Schuart trying to do it as well. Hannigan to the top spot. Matson, Carenta, Royer, and Schuart. Your top 5. Big time battle through the corner. All of them spreading out from the top to the bottom. Conrad trying to mix it up as well. He's trying to get into the mix here. As Conrad gets into the wall, that's going to slow his momentum up. Ryan Paget down on the bottom. Mason Hannigan, fastest lap of this heat race, and he has been committed to the bottom lane. He really has that inside line working. And Mason Hannigan just keeps getting faster. 11.04 fastest lap in this heat race, and he is doing it on the inside line. So Hannigan has it dialed in on the bottom. Paget in trouble. He is going to take an early exit. One more time around. Final lap for Mason Hannigan. Hannigan on the inside line. And Mason Hannigan going to come away with the race win. Matson, Carenta, Royer, Schuart going to transfer in Haney, Wineland, Todd, and Paget into our LCQ. 3 heat races up, 3 heat races down. And now we move on to tonight's last chance qualifier. Some would call it the B main, some call it an LCQ. Regardless, 15. We're taking 9 cars out of this one because I had to do math on my toes. Top 9 will transfer out of tonight's B main. 3 drivers are going to go home. Let's go ahead and roll into our starting lineup as we wait for just a few more. Jesse Bandy, Matthew Powell on the front row for our B main. Conrad Haney and Josh Whiteman for row number 2. Kyle Fahey and Taylor Wineland, row 3. Row number 4, Dustin Sargent and Michael Cooper. Cooper had some speed, but we saw him get in trouble in his heat race. Michael Todd, Ryan Scheidt for row 5. Row 6, Chris Besky and Ryan Paget. So lights will go out on the pace truck next time by. I-55 just a hop, skip, and a jump away from where I live. Very excited to see this one on iRacing when it came out. Always got to appreciate a track from your hometown state making it into your favorite racing sim. Here we go. B-Main is underway, and Bandy with a huge jump right to the race lead. Conrad Haney giving chase down on the bottom. Haney working the inside. Powell on the upper lane. Jesse Bandy, our race leader. Big amount of cars. Everyone looking for a little bit of room on this very fast short track. Peebly, Missouri, known for its high speed, high banks, quick lap times, kind of hold your breath moments. So far, it is all working out for everybody. Kyle Fahey did not start this one. So he is already out. Powell, Bandy running 1 and 2. Wineland, Sargent. Haney is dropping back a little bit. Chris Beske up into 6. He's in a transfer spot. So is Michael Cooper. Ryan Scheidt making it in for the moment. But Josh Whiteman on the bubble. Whiteman gonna have to fend off really nobody. I mean, he's got some cars behind him, but those two cars, that is Ryan Paget and Michael Todd, are about 2 seconds behind, almost 3 seconds. But Whiteman just needs to not fall apart here in the closing laps of our B main. Matthew Powell, our race leader, and has really come on strong. Final lap, one more time around for the 46. Powell through 3 and 4, and Matthew Powell gonna win our B main. Wineland, Sargent, Bandy, Sebeski, Heaney, Cooper, Scheidt, and Whiteman make it in. Thank you very much, Ryan Paget, Michael Todd, Kyle Fahey, for joining us here tonight. But better luck next week. Next week we will be at Knoxville for our final race of this 6-race series. So with that being said, guys, I am going to step away for a quick break. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back for tonight's A Main. Welcome back to Peevely, Missouri, here at Federated Auto Parts I-55 Speedway. The infield 500 has begun, and our drivers have been doing all the laps they can to the inside of this track because the outside is closed. So they've been trying to kill some time, but now you start to see them lining up. Practice for tonight's A main about to be let loose. Sneaking out onto the track just a little bit. Good thing these sprint cars have reverse. Once again, want to thank you all for joining us for this 6 race series. Next week is our series finale at Knoxville. It'll be a good final race. Showed our point standings just a little bit ago, but let's go ahead and take another look at them as our field is out on the track, reworking that setup and all the things that they need to do. Got just about 2 minutes left in this warm-up session. Hayden Forster, Kenny Hoffman, Ryan Avila, your top 3 in our point standings. Those top 3 all very close to each other. Anything could happen. All 3 of them are here, and in fact all 3 of them right now are setting the 3 fastest practice times, or I should say this A main warm-up session. So final 50 seconds. Looks like a lot of them are trying to figure out high side, low side. Where is their car going to work the best? Just 8 seconds left to go, and then these guys are going to have to shut it down, and we will roll into tonight's A main. Need to give a shout out to Finish Line Race Designs. Thank you very much, Finish Line. We don't really have a commercial for Finish Line, but they are a supporter of this Aces Up Simsports Fall Frenzy series. They have gifted drivers some paint schemes here tonight. Well, I shouldn't say tonight, here in this series. Speaking of, it's like it is time to talk about tonight's starting lineup for this A main on the inside of row number 1. That is Bryce Honstein. Hayden Forster to his outside, our points leader on the front row. Mason Hannigan in what I believe is his first start in this series on the inside of row 2. Matt Grimm to the outside. Row number 3 going to be Ernie Williams Jr. and Braden Matson on the outside of row 3. Row 4, Ryan Avila and Kenny Hoffman. Row number 5, Ross Carenta and Connor Dudek. Row 6, that is going to be Tanner Miller and Trevor Royer. Row number 7, Tanner Pettit and Brandon Garman. Wyatt Schuart and Matthew Powell for row number 8. Row 9, Taylor Wineland and Dustin Sargent. Row number 10, Jesse Bandy and Chris Sebeski. Conrad Haney and Michael Cooper. Row number 11, and our final row here tonight, just 22 drivers making it to tonight's A main. So that is our final row. Here we go. Field formed up. 22 drivers going to make it in to the green flag. Hannigan creeping down on the inside, trying to get that early jump. But Bryce out in front with the lead off of turn number 2. .30 laps here at I-55. Hannigan used that inside lane to his advantage through his entire heat race. He is still running the bottom here in the A main, making it work so far. Bryce really has that upper lane figured out, but yellow flag comes out, and it is for one of our early contenders in the point standings, and that is Mr. Hoffman. Let's see if we can't figure out exactly what happened. Already sitting there. So Hoffman, there it is, hard impact to the outside wall. Come on. Why are you doing that? Just a bad start for Kenny Hoffman. Heavy impact, a lot of damage on that race car. So here we go. We're going to fire them off once again. Bryce Honstein, along with Aiden Forster on the front row for this restart. Green flag is out. We are back underway. Hannigan down on the bottom, Forster on the high side. Bryce pulling away a little bit. Here comes Mason Hannigan with a hard charge. Hannigan really working that bottom lane. Meanwhile, it is a rat's nest behind them. Every man for themselves. Trying to find somewhere to run, and it is a very tight mix. A lot of right rears being banged off the wall. Aiden Forster. Forster takes over the top spot. Bryce not letting him have it. Bryce battling right back down on the inside. Forster has all the momentum on the straightaways. Einstein, however, has that short way around, but that lane is starting to slick off. Now it comes down to who has the right setup. Forster staying committed to the outside lane, really able to run that right rear just an inch off the wall. Bottom lane looks like it's starting to give up a little bit more as that track has slicked off, and now Forster clears. Oh, and Mason Hannigan not quite clears. He tried to stick his nose in there. Both drivers able to continue on, but a big moment there as Forster is going to start opening up a gap here. Hoffman, after getting his car repaired, back out on the speedway trying to regain lost ground. That number 1 up to 15th spot as we have another one in the wall. Yellow flag coming out from Matt Grimm. So Matt Grimm with a heavy impact. And it looks like something broke as he got into the wall coming off of the corner and just was not able to make the next turn. So Grimm into the wall, and that car just did not respond as he was trying to get it to turn. Looks like Ernie Williams going to collect just a little bit of it as well. So Grimm sitting on pit road. Should be able to get that car fixed and get back out there. So it looked like just maybe something wrong with the front end. How fast can that crew work? Pace truck. Gonna peel off this time. Peeled, racked, and stacked, ready to go racing once again. This race about halfway through. As here we go, green flag is out. Forster gets a huge jump. Mason Hannigan down on the bottom. He's trying to really make that inside lane work. Had been up on the high side, but Bryce has it for the moment. Hannigan trying to slide up in front of him. 3 wide battle with 15 laps to go at the halfway mark. Tanner Miller fighting for second as they're 4 wide up off the corner. Bryce takes the brunt of it. Everyone's scrambling, and Ryan Avila comes out smelling like a rose as he takes over that second spot. Third caution, though, of the night is going to come out. And this one looks like it is for Brandon Garman as Taylor Wineland getting a piece of it. Matthew Powell as well. Big stack up right there, and man, did they all get bunched up. One going up and over on the lid. Garmin, not really. It just really didn't have anywhere to go. His options just got taken away from him. Trevor Royer in the 90. Looks like Royer making contact. On board with Ryan Avila for the restart. Looking out the back at Connor Dudek. Third yellow flag pulled out, green flag displayed. We are back underway here at I-55. Avila trying to fend off Connor Dudek. Forster out in front. Has some clean air trying to outrun Mason Hannigan. Hannigan in second. Bryce Honstein in the middle of the track. Looks like he's found a little bit of something there. Contact with him and Tanner Pettit. One and two gets sorted. That's Forster and Hannigan. We got less than 10 laps to go. Third place, however, that is anyone's guess. They are all over each other. 5 cars battling for third place. Taylor Wineland, the only driver out of competition here. Matt Grimm is back out there. We saw him get into trouble earlier. 7 laps to go as they are still beating and banging. The 49, oh, and around goes Bryce. The 49 pointed in the wrong direction. Connor Dudek involved as well. So Avila finds trouble as well. Kenny Hoffman, Ryan Avila, championship contenders, finding themselves in a spot of trouble. Hoffman going to be very happy to see that 49. As far as for points, to see the 49 pointed the wrong way. Hoffman already inside the top 10 and continuing to try to work his way forward. Take one more look at this one. Ernie Williams in the 91 pulling into his pit stall. Lights are out on our Chevy Silverado. Williams pulling out. Gonna try and catch the tail end of the field before we go green, but here we go. Pace truck into the infield. Green flag is out once again. This race really is starting to wind down. Kenny Hoffman trying to make it back into the top 5 as our 5th yellow flag comes out. And this one is Ross Corinta, Bryce Honstein, I believe, involved in another one. Take a look and see what happened here. Oh, and Bryce just with a rough start. Looks like maybe he and Ross Corinta tough break for Bryce in the 5. Very quick race car. And just how fast it all has gone away. So Hoffman sitting in 6th. Had a very rough start to this race. Green flag is out. We are back underway. Hoffman had that bad start. First one to get into trouble here at I-55 in this A main. However, he got that car fixed. He got back out there, and now he is inside the top 5. So Kenny Hoffman digging hard. 3 laps to go. Hoffman on the outside of Wyatt Schuart. That is a battle for 5th place. Hoffman has it for the moment. 2 laps to go. Aiden Forster out in front. Tanner Pettit, Mason Hannigan trying to take it from him. White flag in the air. Here we go, boys. One more time around. 3-car battle for the race lead. Forster goes down to the bottom, slides it up to the outside. Checkered flag. Aiden Forster. Forster picks up another win in this series. Pettit 2nd, Mason Hannigan 3rd. Let's go ahead and take a look at the rest of our results. Tanner Miller 4th, Kenny Hoffman does end up in 5th. Connor Dudek 6th, 7th goes to Wyatt Schuart. Michael Cooper 8th, 9th place. Well, that's going to go to Jesse Bandy, Matthew Powell 10th, Trevor Royer 11th, Chris Sabeski in 12th, 13th, Braden Matson, Ryan Avila 14th, Conrad Haney 15th, 16th goes to Brandon Garman, Ernie Williams Jr. 17th, 18th, Matt Grimm, Bryce Honstein in 19th, 20th goes to Dustin Sargent, Ross Corinta 21st, 22nd goes to Taylor Wineland. As our top 3 have made it to the front stretch. Go ahead and kick off our post-race interviews, and let's start with the man who stands atop the podium. That is none other than Aiden Forster. Aiden, congratulations on your win here tonight.
Yeah, thank you. We had a really good car. We were able to get out in the lead. I want to say 8 laps into the race, and we just set sail. Their car was really good. Tanner had us dialed again. I can't thank him enough for that. And hopefully we can close out the championship next week and get us a championship.
Well, man, I'll tell you, for a minute there, it looked like one of your championship contenders, Kenny Hoffman, in trouble on lap 2 of this one. Wasn't sure if he was going to be able to recover, but final lap, checkered flag falls, and he's found a way back up into 5th place.
Yeah, I wasn't really too concerned about him after I saw that he had a little incident at the start of the race, but pretty surprised he was able to get up to a top 5, but we still gained some points this week. That's all we need to do, and hopefully next week we can close it out.
All right, man. Well, one more race to go. Very tight points battle for the top 3. So, yeah, I'm with you. Good luck next week. We'll be here for that one at Knoxville. But before we let you go for this one, shout outs, thank yous. One more thing you need to add?
Yeah, I'd like to thank TPR, Tanner Pettit Racing, Mac Tools, 80 Transport Express, and just everybody that puts an effort into this. We're a small team, and we're trying our best.
All right, man. Well, once again, congratulations on the race win. Nice job out there tonight.
Thank you.
Now let's move on to our second place finisher. That is the driver of the 24, none other than Tanner Pettit. Tanner, congratulations on second place.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
All right, man. Well, tell me a little bit about that race. 11 spots gained to end up in second place. Sounds like you had your work cut out for you tonight.
Yeah, definitely. It was a great run for the team. I didn't expect to get that far up through the field, but luckily tonight we seemed to be pretty good, and that track was extremely racy, which allowed us to move through the field.
Yeah, it looked like it was racy. It looked like it was pretty slick all the way through the corner from the top to the bottom. So it really came down to who could get the power down. Was there a spot on the track that you really felt you were better?
Really just beating the wall down. I feel like if you hit it right, you were a tick better than everyone else, and the chances that you got into the wall or made a mistake, which was much higher, kind of evened things out. So all in all, it made things racy. I was kind of just trying to go where they didn't, and luckily there at the end, I think we had a great race there with Mason Hannigan. That was a blast.
Yeah, it was a great finish at the end there. Looked like a 3-car battle as y'all were mixing it up there. So nice job, second place. Shout out, thank yous. Anything else you'd like to add?
Yeah, I'd like to thank obviously Aiden and Ryan for sticking with me and running all these races with me. It's always a blast running on a weekly basis with them. And I'd like to thank Dalton Shrum Photography, Trackside Collective, and Mac Tool, Jimmy P Tools, and yeah, we'll leave it at that. And also Chad for putting this on every single week. This is it's always gives us something to do during the week. It's always a blast.
All right, Tanner. Well, once again, congratulations. A very solid second place for you.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
There you go, ladies and gentlemen. Tanner Pettit, our second place finisher. Now let's move on to our third and final step of the podium. And that is none other than Mason Hannigan. Mason, congratulations on third place.
I didn't think you'd be in here.
No, man, it's hard to keep me out of victory lane.
Yeah, all right. Where's the suit at? Where's the helmet at?
No, microphone. I'm not a good driver.
Okay.
They took the steering wheel away, gave me a microphone, said, "Here, go stand in victory lane."
Well, at least you're making money. You're at least making money doing it that way.
Well, my laundry bill says otherwise, but it's fine.
You'll have that.
Well, man, welcome to this Fall Frenzy series. First time we've seen you out here for this series, picking up third place. Heck of a battle there at the end. And man, I'll tell you what, that car was rolling on the inside.
Yeah, we were good in the heat race. I don't know how. I just haven't raced in like, I don't know, 8 months or something like that. So I've started to race a little bit, and some of the old things I used to do still work. So that's the only good thing that's going in my direction right now. But I think I'd have been all right, and I think I'd had a better shot at Aiden if I didn't have my left front knocked off. I think I had the shock knocked off it, had the left front wingboard KO'd. It's all right though. But no, we weren't bad. I tried to kill myself several other times throughout the feature, so that was kind of cool. But yeah, for a place I suck at, I did all right.
Well, man, a great run to come back after what'd you say, 8 months?
I don't know. It could be longer, it could be less. I don't know. I gave up on pro last time, so I think that was like the last time I raced, and then just this past, I guess at the end of September, I started racing a little bit more. So I was like semi-retired, just didn't announce it.
Well, man, good to have you back out here. Great run for you, bringing it home in third place. Shout out, thank yous. Anything you need to add?
Yeah, shout out to you. I haven't seen you in a while, and I haven't talked to you in a while, so it's good to talk to you again. But yeah, I can't thank Chad, obviously, for running this deal and letting me in, and all the boys at Black Diamond. And it's been fun to come back. I feel like I've done this 2 or 3 times already. Come back, and it's like everybody's on. So hopefully it stays around for a little bit longer. So yeah, no, it's been fun, and hopefully we'll be back here before too long.
All right, man. Well, once again, congratulations on that podium finish and welcome back. Hope you stick around for a little bit.
Thank you.
That is Mason Hannigan, tonight's third place finisher, ladies and gentlemen. Now it's time for our final interview of the night. And this is going to go to the 12C of Michael Cooper, who gained 14 spots. Michael, nice job out there. It looked like it was a handful for you, but somehow you were ducking and dodging and bobbing and weaving all the way up to 8th place.
Yeah, the car is really good. I did have to. A lot of the race was just trying to get through all the short track carnage that there always is. But I got a good start. Got to pass like 8 cars in the first lap or 2. And then at that point, it was just trying to be evasive enough to move through some cars and get to the front.
Well, that is exactly what you did inside the top 10 and 14 spots. That's, I mean, we saw you had a quick car in the heat race, but looked like maybe you got crossed up, got plowed into, and that was it for your heat race.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. I'd have to go back and look, but it's just short track racing. No.
All right, man. Well, shout out, thank yous. Anything else you'd like to add for this Hard Charger Award here tonight?
Yeah, gotta thank Aces Up. Chad puts on really good races. Dirty Shirts, everyone at STR.
All right. Well, nice job, Michael Cooper. And maybe next week you'll start in 10th place and pass 14 cars and get extra points for winning plus some.
Yeah, let's hope.
All right. That is Michael Cooper, tonight's Hard Charger. And that is going to do it for us here on the Turn 3 Racing Network. Thank you very much for joining us. Hope to see you all for our final race at Knoxville for this Fall Frenzy series. Of course, want to thank our Finish Line Race Designs, Advanced Sim Racing, and everyone else who helps put this on, the drivers who put on a great show for us. So guys, until next week, stay safe. Have a great night.